Hello, and thank you for tuning into this week's Mayor's Update. As always, we have a lot of important information to share with you here this week, so please feel free to share this video with your friends, family, relatives, and anyone else who you think might find this information helpful over the course of the coming week. This past week, the city was awarded an $825,000 grant from the Commonwealth as a Community Development Block Grant. This is money that we receive from that the state receives from the federal government, that then the state apportions out to different cities and towns across the Commonwealth for different development projects, both infrastructure improvements, but also different social programs that are here. So the city actually received the maximum amount that we were eligible to receive under this grant funding. About $600,000 of that is going towards infrastructure investments in the downtown, $30,000 going towards next year's infrastructure investments and the design of that. And then the remaining portions are going towards assistance to homelessness programs in the city, domestic violence counseling for victims of domestic violence, substance abuse prevention programs, helping counseling services for new startup businesses in the city. So I do want to thank the Baker-Polito administration as well as our staff in the Department of Community Development and Planning for their continued efforts in helping us get this funding so that we can continue to invest in our city and help set an example for people to invest in us in return. There's a lot that's been going on in the city when you look at the different projects, with the $4.1 million for Rear Main Street, the $1.3 million for the new housing at the corner of City Hall Avenue, Connor Street, and Parker Street. Now this additional $825,000 on top of that, the $80,000 that we got to help purchase the Rome building at the corner of Main and Willow. This is all money that's helping us refuel and revitalize our downtown and help attract people into our community. So I do want to thank all of our staff members who have helped make that possible and all of our state partners who have helped us get to where we are today. Downtown Gardner is going to look a lot different in a year from now, let alone in 3 years from now when all the projects are done. And that's thanks to the investments that we're able to do and the commitment of our staff and our partners that we have there. So thank you to everyone who was involved. This past week, the school committee approved a new program of studies for Gardner High School that now has a new requirement for all high school juniors to take a financial literacy course. And what that means is students will now be required to take classes on learning how to balance a checkbook, know what a loan is, repayment options, what interest means, and how that interest affects that loan moving forward so that we can help prepare our students for future successes in whatever career choices they choose to go forward, whether they choose to go to college and start planning for what does a student loan mean for me? How can I plan for what that means for after I graduate, or students that go in the workforce, what that means for a car loan, what it means for a job, how much can I afford, what am I going to get pre-approved for, as a way to help prepare our students for their futures. Not only teaching the regular classes of reading, writing, and arithmetic and all the other aspects roped into the curriculum, but also those life skills that are necessary for moving forward. So thank you very much to our Gardner High School principal, Paula Bulger, and her staff for putting together this new curriculum requirement so that we can really help make a permanent impact on our students as they move forward into their adult lives after they leave Gardner High School. There will be a COVID-19 test distribution day at the Polish American Citizens Club, as we mentioned in the last update. However, the date did have to change due to a scheduling conflict that was there. So the final date is going to be Thursday, February 24th, from 12 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the Polish American Citizens Club. Again, that is Thursday, February 24th, 12 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the Polish American Citizens Club, located at 171 Kendall Pond Road West here in the city of Gardner. Just like the last time, residents will be able to pick up 3 kits of COVID-19 rapid tests, and each kit has 2 tests in it. That is with the town of Westminster and the city of Gardner. Those are the 2 locations that have provided fundings to allow this to happen. So those are the only 2 places that will be allowed to participate for having their residents come and pick them up. So if you are interested in getting some more COVID-19 rapid tests, you can go to the PACC at that time and pick those up. This is something that's happening during February school vacation. So if you're looking particularly for families who have students in schools to test before your student goes back, this is a great way to do that there. Governor Baker has lifted the mask mandate for schools statewide beginning on February 28th. So that's a great way to complement that and getting your rapid test before the mask mandate gets lifted. Gardner's Board of Health will also be meeting next week to vote whether or not to lift the public building mask mandate as well and address the mask advisory that is currently in place citywide. Now again, that is an advisory citywide and the mandate is only for public buildings. They are voting to see the future of those at this meeting in this coming week. Catholic Charities had their ribbon cutting this past week for their new location out on Lake Street. We want to welcome them here in the city of Gardner as they start their new housing assistance and housing counseling program here, as well as other potential future charitable actions here in Gardner. It's great to see us growing what we have to offer here for our residents in the city, so that when someone needs a service, it's there for them here within the comfort of our own city, rather than having to travel somewhere else to find that. So thank you very much to Catholic Charities for your continued investment here in the city of Gardner. I do want to congratulate our athletic director, Dan Fort, for being recognized by the Worcester County Athletic Association. Mr. Fort serves as both our athletic director during the school year, but also our recreation director for the city side of things as well. So he's overseeing all of the sports games for everyone who's involved in our school sports programs. He's overseeing the summer recreation camp, the indoor soccer clinics, the basketball clinics. All those things are stuff that he's added to the position. And he's really grown in not only the athletic director role, but also the recreation director role. So thank you very much, Coach, for your continued support and investment here in the city of Gardner. It's something that's really made an impact on a lot of students here in Gardner, and we can't thank you enough for your commitment that you've shown to our city and our residents here. We also want to say a very happy 100th birthday to Miss Sylvia Rome of the city of Gardner. Several people know Mrs. Rome from her involvement at the Rome Furniture Factory. We want to wish her a very happy and healthy 100th birthday here in Gardner as she celebrates with her family. Council President Kaczynskis and I did drop off a citation on behalf of the city of Gardner for her 100th birthday, but if you see her, if you are friends with her, please do wish her a happy centennial as well. The Food Truck Festival is coming back to the city. We do want to announce today that the Food Truck Festival will be making its return to the front lawn of Gardner City Hall on Saturday, July 9th. And we already have 20 food trucks confirmed, everything from hot dogs, baked potatoes, French fries. The Polish truck from a couple of years ago is also looking at making a return here in the city of Gardner. So thank you very much to my aide, Colin Smith, for putting all of that together and organizing that festival. As we get closer to the July 9th date, we will be sure to share more information with you on that matter, but we wanted to make sure that that was as early of a start as possible to make sure you had a heads up about that. We also did have the kickoff meeting for the Gardner Chair Luge that will take place on Saturday, September 24th, making its return to the city of Gardner as well. So a lot of exciting things to look forward to in the upcoming calendar year for different community events that are taking place. The City Council will be meeting this upcoming week to review several different proposals that have been submitted to them, both by my office and a couple other city councilors as well. Councilor Kaczynskis and I have put together a proposal to allow for increase and ease of outdoor dining opportunities for different restaurants in the city. Councilor Tyros and I put together a new revamped ordinance to address blighted and nuisance properties, as well as vacant and abandoned buildings throughout the city as well as different money orders that have been put up to put new trash cans in the downtown, new athletic fields over at Gardner High School and Gardner Middle School that'll also benefit the new Gardner Elementary School when that opens, as well as different lands that we have taken in tax title, putting those up so that the city can sell those to get those back on the tax roll. So do keep your eye out at the different city council meetings that are coming forward. We do want to remind people that the upcoming city council meeting will take place on Tuesday this coming week due to the Monday President's Day holiday. With that said, City Hall will be closed this upcoming Monday, February 24th, in observance of the President's Day holiday, but that doesn't mean that there's not things going on around here in the city. At 3:30 p.m. on Monday, February 24th, there will be a car parade through the downtown as a happy 90th birthday for Mr. Norman Deneau, who some people may know as the person who sits in the window down next to the Color Bar in Anne's Bridal, waving at the cars driving by. It is his 90th birthday, and he's a familiar face to several of us here in the community. So if you can, stop by the West Street parking lot at 3:15 to get into the car parade that will kick off with the fire engines leading the parade at 3:30 through the downtown square to wish Mr. Deneau a very happy 90th birthday. So if you are able to participate in that, please do consider doing so. We do have a couple of performance events that we'd like to announce here that are upcoming for Gardner High School and Gardner Middle School. Gardner High School will be having their annual school musical, which this year is You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown, and that will take place on March 17th, 18th, and 19th at 7 p.m. in Landry Auditorium at Gardner High School. This will be the first event in Landry Auditorium with the new renovations that have taken place in there, with the new seats, carpeting, flooring, and paint that has been done and is currently underway in that auditorium. Should be a fun time for all. And Gardner Middle School will be having their annual spring concerts as well. For the different band programs, the 5th grade band will have their concert on March 8th, and the 6th and 7th grade bands will have their concerts on March 9th, both at 6:30 p.m. in the cafeteria at Gardner Middle School. And the 5th grade chorus will have their concert on March 15th, and the 6th and 7th grade chorus will have their concert on March 16th, both also at 6:30 p.m. in the cafeteria, which also serves as the auditorium for Gardner Middle School. So please keep an eye out for those concert dates as well, and get out and really support our students and what they've been able to do, especially after the past 2 years, where they can get back to some sense of normalcy and performing for the public as well. We'd like to make sure they have as large of an audience as possible. However, that concludes this week's Mayor's Update. As always, if you have any questions on anything that was said, please feel free to contact my office at any time, and I look forward to speaking with you again next week. Thank you very much, and have a good day.